folks. So welcome to the episode that's like the other episode. Doesn't make any sense, does it? See, I was going to come down here in amongst the rhubarb. It was going to be a bit of a cooking thing. I was going to pick the rhubarb, I was going to get some mandarins and some oranges. I'm going to dry the mandarin peel and some rosemary. Cook the rhubarb up. Maybe talk a little bit about oxalic acid and malic acid. And anyway, it was going to be great. And then I was going to quickly cut. I've got one other job, you see, to do. I want to just quickly plant some broad bean seeds. Wendy's already done the hard yards on that bed. She's ripped out all the weeds. You would have seen that in an earlier episode. She's already done the hard yards on the bed, but just over the last month or so, you know, some grass has grown and just need to kind of quickly rake the grass out and plant the seeds and then whoosh, into the kitchen and off we go. But nothing's ever quite as quick as, I guess, what I think it's going to be. And it turned out to be a fairly laborious process to get the grass out, but not in a bad way. I mean, nothing out here is bad. It just took more time than I thought. As I was doing it, it made me realise why I'm doing this. You and I, this. There's really two reasons. The first reason is that it's a diary. It's not a tutorial type show. I'm not qualified to teach anything. I'm simply just kind of showing what we do with the idea that perhaps that might be interesting. I find it interesting when I'm seeing how other people do things and how they approach things. And so in that sense, you know, it's totally just a diary type idea. And the other thing, I guess I was motivated to do it because I get frustrated with gardening shows. I don't know what you guys think, but so many of the gardening shows kind of cut to the chase. You know, they plant the seeds into the lovely soil, cover the hole, give it a quick water, and then go, see, how easy is that? Without very much talk about all the work that's gone into getting the soil into that lovely state, without talking about all the planning that goes in to what seeds to plant and when to plant them, and in fact, have we planted that, you know, category of seeds in this bed in the last, you know, 4 years, and therefore do we need to be planting it somewhere else? Like just all that kind of stuff that you have to work out when you're running a vegetable garden. And so anyhow, I thought that might be interesting. And so as I was about to come down for the rhubarb and thinking of planting the broad beans, I thought, well, actually the whole prep of the broad bean bed, glad I don't drink anymore, all that might be interesting in its own sake. The rhubarb, that'll keep. We'll get to that. And I will do some cooking. I said I'd do some cooking, and I totally will. But that might have to wait. Let's go and check out the broad beans. So, anyway, got to take a quick little while just to broad beans. Plant some broad beans. Now, one of my favourite legumes. Love them. So, you know, they're not going to grow themselves, are they? I'll just get this thing sorted, get them in, and we're done. Now, I should also point out that, you know, it's going to be pretty unusual for you to see me doing the hard yards out there. I mean, I do my bit, of course, but Wendy really, she's the one that is the driving force out here. It's just that she's at work and, you know, we need the beans. time. So there you go. That's it. That's it for another episode. Hope you enjoyed the broad bean planting. Look, I'm the world's biggest legume and bean fan, so I won't lie. I'm more the reaper than the sower. You'll hear that a bit, I suspect. So yeah, I mean, look, I just love broad beans, and if you're gonna have broad beans from the garden, you've got to plant them. So anyhow, and look, we'll get back, I promise, we'll get back to that rhubarb. So for now, I'll catch you later.